Hey y'all, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Quasimorph. In the last part, we got to check out the random events for the first time where pirates completed our mission for us, which is pretty great. We also got to see what happens when you have a shotgun in a hallway and a horde of enemies, which also went pretty well for us. And today, I think we're going to start off. I was thinking about going back to Earth and the moon and doing some stuff over there, but there is one more mission, I think, over on Mars I might want to check out. I think we're going to start off with this Sunlight Coven conquest against Realware. Realware still technically likes us, but we don't have any barter with them or anything to lose, which that is something you want to keep in mind. Over here, you can see in the relations tab, because something to keep in mind is that we are technically an illegal PMC, so we don't necessarily work on the same stock exchange normal trade that the rest of the system does. Our stuff is based on credit, and not like credits like Mass Effect, like, oh, it's money. No, it's like literal like credit with the faction itself. So if they decide they don't want to trade with you anymore, and you've built up like a few thousand credit, that can all just disappear overnight. So you need to be a little bit careful with that. Fortunately, in the early game at least, you tend to get most of your value through the actual items they give you, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But we have literally no credit with these guys, so it's fine if we go negative. And Sunlight Coven, meanwhile, they are up to tech level 2, which you can see right there, tech available relations. We can actually get up to level 2, so we might be able to get some decent stuff out of them. And this is a conquest, so they will actually end up getting the station afterwards. And I don't think I've showed it off yet, but we have picked up a couple classes since we've started. Space Warren Ghost is okay. It doesn't seem like they really have a specialty like some of the other classes. So they've got Sneaky Shot, so each hit in stealth mode activates the trigger, which is interesting because you generally want to be fighting with, you know, all your AP. You get Proper Nutrition, so that eating food gives you XP, which means you're regenerating more. Honestly, not terrible, but kind of basic. War Crime's a little bit more interesting. Killing activates the trigger, so you increase your stun duration. I assume what enemy count means is that if you level this up, you can affect more enemies with extra stun as you do that. Combat Reflexes, which when an enemy misses the character, you get XP, so you can increase your dodge chance. That's actually pretty damn good. Immune Response, getting an infection reduces your chance of receiving a wound, also pretty good, but you generally don't want to be getting infections anyway. And Athletics, which reduces the sprint effect on accuracy, which is actually really good. So honestly, not terrible, but again, there's really no specialization. Angel of Spades, on the other hand, that's a little bit more interesting. This is basically your sniper class. So shooting a weapon increases your range accuracy. Having this as a passive is really good. Achilles Heel, shooting a weapon, which has to be either an assault rifle, machine gun, minigun, or a marksman rifle, gives you some armor penetration, AP, which is again, very good, especially into the late game when everyone's going to be super armored up. Pocket Artillery, which is a little bit more interesting to me. Bleed damage goes up, but you have to use a weapon that uses 797, which is a pretty decent ammo type. I think it's a little bit rare in the early game, so we may not be able to use that quite yet. Lethal Shot, the first shot in a full magazine activates the trigger, which will increase your range accuracy and your range crit chance. Again, very good. Dismantler, each wound inflicted activates the trigger, which will increase your chance to amputate enemies, so you could just shoot their arm off so they can't shoot back at you. Again, a very good one. And Precise Shot, which requires you to sit in stealth mode for a turn and skip your turn. Once you do that, your next shot's going to have a 25% increase to inflict a crit, which is, again, very good. And the character I selected, Victoria Boudica, weapon range +2. She's literally a sniper, so she's our Angel of Spades, actually. Yeah, I think we have one weapon which we could really use, which is the AMW Snow Wolf. This is actually something that Ancom gave us when we turned in the data disk. I just haven't had a chance to use it. Problem here is that it uses 42 rounds, not 797. And I believe the only thing we have that's 797 is the Liberator. Yeah, so we could in theory give her the marksman rifle and give her the sidearm. However, two things there. One, you have to make sure you bring ammo for both those types, and two, that is one less slot for us to extract stuff with. So we would be making full use of pretty much everything except pocket artillery, unless there is another one over here that I've missed, which I don't believe there is, unfortunately. Sadly, no, but we do actually have a decent chunk of 42 rounds. We have 2 stacks and then 1 half stack. And you know what? This is actually a conquest mission, so we just have to kill people, so we don't need to necessarily worry too much about the loot. We'll just kind of get what we can. So how about we change things up and take out somebody else for a change? So this will probably be our first loss, and we're going to be going a little bit hodgepodge with the equipment she's using. We're going to give her some shadow Kevlar for the pants and the helmet. We're going to send her out with the moon chainmail, and we only have some basic boots, so her first priority might be trying to scavenge equipment off of whoever we're fighting, which I believe believe, is real wear, so we might actually get some of that good armor again if we're lucky. And of course, because she's a new character, we do need to look at her stats, and you can see her problem right away. She has 90 health. Francis, I believe, starts with 150, or he gets up to it pretty quickly because of his class. And unfortunately, if you remember on her class, she has nothing that boosts her health at all. She is all about killing and not being seen, so we gotta be real careful with her. He pretty much lives in stealth mode. Her starvation limit is actually pretty high at 1,800 calories, so not the worst. We can work with that. Her crit damage is pretty high. She's got good range accuracy. Her dodge is pretty low because we've equipped her with armor, so it's going to be a little bit different of a playstyle. We can't be nearly as aggressive, but she is still good in her own right. We just got to be a little bit more careful. And I think we'll just bring out some basic food to eat that up, get some plastic, and try and not eat this until we have to. But I think with that, we're ready to go. So we're going to work for Sunlight Coven, hitting realware. So with that, let's go conquest some realware. Good news, bad news. The pirates are back, which again, conquest, that's interesting because, you know, they might do the mission for us again. However, that's also double the targets that we have to worry about sneaking up on us. Yeah, this will be a little bit of a tricky one. Just go stealth mode right away. Okay, interesting little problem here. I'm glad I checked this. 25 targets to kill. This was only an 850 power concentration, I think, so I was expecting, you know, like maybe 9 to 10 targets to kill. So I guess when you get this event, the pirates also count towards that. So this is going to be a little bit more interesting. I think in that case, our priority is to find the elevator and then work our way up from there, because these guys will be killing each other. So this is either going to be very easy or it's going to become a pain in the ass, depending on where everyone landed and if they can find each other. And of course, we got a signal jammer right away. So good start. Yeah, this will be one we really need to take nice and slow because, yeah, if you get caught out with the marksman rifle, it is a very powerful weapon, but of course, we do want to be trying to keep this thing topped up at all times to boost that XP gain. A clothing container, that could be good. And one of those duffel bags we don't need. Some food and a microchip, not bad. Okay, we're already down to 3 targets and we haven't even left. So I think the good news is that this is working out very much in our favor. Okay, that's going to be a surgeon. I think that's going to be a pirate surgeon. Shooting stealth. We got one more coming down. Go ahead and wait one. Okay, so you may have heard a thing ding behind us. That was an enemy grenade. Enemies can also use offensive grenades. Of course, they do it much worse than our operatives, but there are exceptions. To avoid getting hit by shrapnel, it's best to move to a safe distance and find cover. So that landed somewhere behind us. I think that's it right there, so it dinged off the wall and landed over here. That's fine. And, okay, we need to go up to sprint. Shoot. Missed. That's not great. I'm gonna risk hoping this doesn't hit us. It's 3 tiles away. We're around a corner. If we go out here, we're gonna get shot by 2 people. I need to try and finish you. Okay, we did get hit. Contusion self-healing. I can work with that. Go down to walk to not lose accuracy. You're down. Fall back. Reload's a little bit risky here. I'm gonna go stealth mode and do a check. Okay, no one right away. That's fine. Oh yeah, 5-round reload. That is a bit of a concern. And guess what? Fire spreads, if you can believe it. Okay, so I may have just lost here because I kind of got greedy. Scheisse. And that fuel is gonna be a problem. You do have a gun. Okay. Okay, wait in place. Fire spreading. I'm stuck in sprint mode and I can't go to my inventory. I think we just lost. All right, so that's how quickly things can go wrong. That's a bit of a shame. We just lost a bunch of gear for basically no reason. But that's fine, because you know what we can do? Learn about this. Clones often die on missions, especially when shit just goes wrong. There's nothing to be done about it, but on the other hand, any clone can be reprinted on a bioprinter, which we have on the ship, so no worries there. Plus, we have insurance for such cases, which partially compensates for the lost equipment. So we go over here to the cargo hold, we get our emergency case, and we get some pretty basic gear. We get a knife, we get a basic pistol, a little bit of food, we get a backpack, we get a hydrogel bandage, we get a basic helmet, which is just like a balaclava, a metal jacket, which is actually pretty decent, and then we get jeans and some decent boots, as well as a full stack of ammo. So yeah, as you can see, taking anyone that's not an extremely tanky character can go wrong very quickly. Yikes, that was I'll be honest, that was pretty embarrassing. That did not go well at all. That's fine, because you know what? We have somebody that can do that mission even better. Francis, you're back on the menu, buddy. Make sure we top up on splints because that was down to 1 splint. Other than that, you still have a Galand. Get rid of that garbage. Looks like you could use some repairs on your boots. And I think you can get away with 1 more round without repairing your helmet. Oh, and we do need to give you more buckshot. Okay, slight problem with the buckshot. We actually don't have that much of it. We're still crafting some. I think we're actually going to bring slugs out for this mission in that case. And we'll try and extract some buckshot if we can. Round 2, pretty much the same setup and same exact mission, so don't worry about that. Hey, this time I think we actually rolled the same start, which is a nice little change of pace from the last time we did this. And even better, there's no damn pirates around this time, so you can see we only have 8 targets to kill, however we have no backup. Honestly, probably better, since we saw how well that went last time, and nothing good on these racks this time, yikes. Honestly, the biggest shame about losing that one is that we did lose another fighter backpack out of it, so that's really the worst thing that happened out of that. You can see there, that's why you may not necessarily want to overclick, because we did see someone, but it actually gave us 1 extra movement, even though we should have, I think, stopped right here, but that's fine. It worked out in our favor. I think it's because she didn't notice us, maybe. Well, notice us this time. Technically, no cover there. Wait. Scout. Yep. Okay, pull back. Okay, we kind of messed up the old double tap there. Okay, go up 1. Pull back. You didn't peek that. We have an angle here? We do. Weird I couldn't see you right there, but that's fine. All right, good miss. You know what? We both did some good misses there. Proud of us. Let's do... I really need you to be landing these shots, man. You know what? Just sneak a reload in and fall back. We'll pull them to a better position for us. That's why armor and health are great. You just shrug that off like it's nothing. This rock does count as cover, so we'll hold. Go down to walk so we don't lose accuracy. There we go. Yeah, again, like, early game, like, there's some cool stuff that you can get with the other classes, but just Shotgun Scout of Hades is so good. Hey, buddy. Okay, you have a knife. How quick are you? You're slow. So you can't even move this turn, so I'm actually going to take the opportunity to do some looting. Ooh, here we go. Regular buckshot. We do need some of that. Go ahead and dismantle all of that. There we go. Ooh, employee ID. We do need that for some upgrades. Grab the Galand for a backup weapon boost. So I don't know why this happened. I'm in walk mode, but I'm getting a stealth indication of someone being here. And it's also really far away. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, and we'll immediately drop the Galand because it's garbage and grab the Liberator. Grab the Mr. Meaty for free food. Grab the anti-rad drugs. Probably don't grab these trousers. We'll try and extract some of these higher tier ones if we can find some. And yeah, the nice thing about single load weapons is it doesn't matter if your ammo's in the vest or not. I don't think this vest even does give you reload reductions, but the higher tier vests actually will make your reloads quicker if you reload from the slot. You never have to worry about that with a single load weapons. I'm going to keep saying backup weapons, but you know what I mean. How are we looking? 2 more to kill. I think this might be a dead end that just had a bunch of people in it. Oh no, it is definitely going somewhere. Okay, let's try and get another slug reload in. Guessing they'll be up this way. There we go. And prototype blueprint, glory helmet. That's already busted. See if we can land. Don't go into burst fire. See if we can hit this. There we go. I think that destroyed the blueprint, unfortunately, but that's fine. Go ahead and go back to stealth checks. This might be the elevator over here. And it looks like there might be a good room to check down here as well. Let's go south first. Ooh, some repair tape. Yeah, let's go ahead and sneak a repair in on our Jeff Hammer. It's one of these rooms, which means these should be dead ends, but I think there's occasionally loot in there. Okay, that is good to know. I wasn't sure that one was a legitimate check. I was curious if you tried to do a check on the person, even if you didn't move your field of view, if it would count as a stealth check. It does. So yeah, if you want to even just check a person, make sure you switch up to walking. That's good to know. All right, nice stun there. Go ahead and get a little bit closer. You have a nail gun. Okay, good miss. You have backup coming. No one over to the left yet. Get a little bit closer. Actually gonna pop a couple shots with the Liberator. Oh, you're gonna have buckshot as well. There we go. Probably go back down to stealth at this point. And that's all the 797 that we have for the moment. And a water container. We should probably try and get this out if we can. Yeah, drop the lawn blades. We don't need those kits right now. Okay, one more coming up. That's fine. Grab plastic out of the trash. Switch over to the shotgun. Looks like he might be a one movement guy, so he's probably going to spend his AP opening this door. So wait in stealth, then we'll go sprint mode, actually. Boom. Double tap. Okay, that was a really bad miss. I really need you to not miss that one, buddy. Go down to walking. There we go. Okay, bad fracture. That's fine. We have splints for that. Okay, that one's a contusion. We're fine. Splint in my shoulder. Probably sneak some rusty metal repairs in and then drop the rest of them and try and get this lamp out of here. Okay, I think we're fine. A little bit of a perimeter check. So far, we are good. And yeah, just confirm the floor is technically cleared. Again, doesn't mean the floor is actually cleared. It just means we can move on. Case in point, there's one right here. Sprint for next round. Go into this alcove. There we go. And now we need to figure out space for ammo for you. And drop the rod.
Secure the perimeter.
Okay, is that going to be... Okay, you do have a war echo, which isn't that great, actually. Let's go slugs. There we go. Yeah, this thing's okay. It's basically supposed to be your first SMG, or maybe even assault rifle. Hold on. Hit Alt. Yeah, first assault rifle, technically, but it's pretty garbage, so we're not worried about that. And probably a good time to sneak a reload in on this. Just a water bottle by itself. I don't think we need that. I'm gonna go ahead and drink it, because why not? That does give you a little bit of regen. Not the sexiest thing in the world, but better than nothing. Oh, we also still have this fracture. I guess it didn't heal. That's a bit of a shame. Splint that back up. Try again. Okay, I think that will be most of them, if not all of them. So we can probably go down to sneak to save our food and... Okay, I think we're good to move through here. Okay, here's interesting. Military ration container. We can probably go ahead and just dismantle that on site and take anything that's decent. Ooh, PMC rations. There we go. I want to try and get a stack of rusty parts out just to have them on the ship, but I'm guessing we'll extract some weapons that'll drop these eventually, so we can drop that. It's fine. And of course, eat literally everything else that we can while we're here. See if you pop into this hallway. Actually gonna go a little bit closer. Two more. Okay. Go walk mode, pop a shot at you. I think the noise will draw their attention, so we'll go to cover. There we go. You sure do, buddy. Get out here. Go for a little bit more of a long-range shot. Ironically, the slug actually has longer range than the Liberator, but... You know, it's probably better to save that ammo when we can. There might be more. Go down to sneak a reload in on the Liberator while we can. Here we go. There's some decent buckshot and another Jeff Hammer if we want to try and extract that. I think we're fine to dismantle it though. Oh, and we are actually maxed out on buckshot. Okay, hold on. Get the reload going. We have 4 slugs left. I'm willing to drop those since we should be getting more buckshot out of these guys. I say that we literally found slugs on the next guy we found. It's fine. I'm gonna just bank on them using buckshot more often than slugs. Okay, looks like this is gonna be our elevator as well. And good news, we actually have a floor map this time. That's nice to see. Do a quick little check in here in case there's anything good left in here, like an industrial robot. Okay, you know what? Let's use it. There we go. So now we have a robot buddy. So this guy's an ally, so he'll just follow us around while we do stuff. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever used these guys in my personal time. I usually try to extract them, but screw it, why not? Also follow up. You are unloaded on that. Can you figure that out? I'll be honest, I'm not expecting him to do much except maybe draw some fire. Okay, that's a storm. There was a guy over here too. Come on. Stand here. I said stand. I need to... Okay. The AI that's friendly is pretty dumb in this game, not gonna lie. It's pretty bad. Even when you tell it to do stuff, sometimes it's just like, screw you, I'm not gonna follow your rules, so... Gotta be a little bit careful with that. Probably wait in place. I really need one of you guys to push this. Okay, you know what? We'll do a peek. You ran away, and I can't empty the barrel because I'm in sprint. Okay, you know what? Go this way and move on. Also, I guess, follow me, dingus, and we'll go ahead and... Hey, there were slightly more than one in here, as it turns out. And now this guy's gonna hear the combat and probably start firing at this, and explosions, I'm pretty sure, can go around corners sometimes. This is going to be a bit of a pickle, I think. Okay, you know what? Get ready for sprint mode immediately. Go this way. Okay, we can't see you here, unfortunately. Boom. Rip shots. Boom. Rip shots. Go away. Stay on this side. This door closed. That's actually pretty good. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they are gonna come respond to this. Part of me wants to break the cardinal rule, open this and rip a shot. If I don't kill him, he's probably gonna clip this barrel, which would probably be worse than him hitting me. These guys are definitely on their way because they saw me kill their friend. Our back is the only good thing we have going for us. And I did kind of want to keep this as cover. You know what? Let's just show off how bad things can get. Let's mess up 2 rounds in a row. It worked out. Go sprint mode. Rippish. That was an incendiary grenade, I'm pretty sure. Go forward. Get away from the barrel. It's fine. I can work with that. Go down to this. What armor are you wearing? You're wearing glory armor. Yeah, you can see sometimes armor really does do quite a bit of good work for you. Oh, this guy has a robotic sensor in his head and a frame. Oh, this guy's slightly cyborgy, I guess. Make sure we click 2 to get a full reload in. They haven't come to check this out yet. And this room is enclosed, okay. One thing we do need to do, make sure we stack the ammo properly. That is gonna eat an AP, but that's fine because we need to reload. Get between the 2 covers. And, okay, we don't need that. And we don't need any of that. Yeah, fun thing, it looks like checking is a free action, by the way. It says as soon as you try to move things is when inventory eats up AP. Wait. Are they seriously not gonna push that? I don't see anything on Scan. Okay. That's... Okay, you know what? We do need to clip this thing eventually. There we go. Now you guys have to walk through fire. Haha. Okay, fall back. Go for a walking action. Just empty this one because we might end up falling back here and nothing in that corner. That's a shame. Walk, walk. Getting real greedy here. Yeah, that fire, I'll be honest, it looks like fire is spreading a lot more than I'm used to. I know fire spreading is a thing. Usually I feel like it stays relatively contained. The fire seems to be just spreading constantly now. So maybe be a little bit more cautious of that going forward. Okay, one more out there. You have brass knuckles. So if we can get you to come to me, in fact, just shoot 1 shot. Okay, don't move next to the fire tile. We were just talking about how bad that can be. Okay, that's fine. You have a liberator. Move up here for cover. Shoot at you. Okay, you're gonna clear the shelf with your shotgun. That's fair. Go ahead and do a shot with that. Okay, we're fine. That was this door closing, not this door opening. That's fine. How many enemies left? 1 to kill, and then we can leave. We haven't got anything super great, so I might want to try and explore a little bit more, which sounds really greedy, but we do need to get something out of this after we got an L. Almost got a full stack of the rad drugs, which would be pretty rad. Get some 9mm. We might end up extracting with a stack of that. Stealth check isn't showing anything. I'm hoping these guys, since they were all clustered, were guarding something important. Burn tablets, which is actually radiation burn and shock. I should maybe try and get those out, not even as a joke with how things have been going lately. I don't think there's anything I'm willing to drop for that though. Also sneak the reload in on this. Here we go. Yeah, they like these Starlock shotgun sidearms, so I think they tend to use buckshot on that. And it looks like that's everyone that was around here. Oh, one more up there. And luxury lunches as a food container. Again, I don't think we necessarily need these. These are something I tend to sell because I don't think you need them for any upgrades. I'm gonna dismantle it just to see what's inside. Another rocket and some whiskey and cognac. Honestly, not bad, but I don't think we're gonna be taking any of that out. Eat the rocket. Do a little bit of a crawl this way. Check out this in case we can get something. Bandages, 2 in here, huh? Okay, we'll do 1 more sneak. Sprint mode. Boom. Couple more than 2, actually. Jeff Hammer. Is that going to be another one? Yup. An assault rifle and... Okay, so 2 shotguns and 2 assault rifles. Little bit of a concern. Go down. Go up. Shoot. Okay, 1 more. Don't get greedy. There we go. I don't trust that there's not someone in this room or down here. Also, mission complete, so let's go ahead and call for the evac. We're not gonna leave yet. Okay, you know what? We have 8 rounds. I'm not gonna reload until I clear this room. Disassemble that, move that down here. We'll go for another stack of powder because we're almost there already. Actually, just go ahead and assemble that. There we go. We could even probably go for 3 stacks of powder if we really wanted to. I don't think we need the lamp right away. I'm actually going to go for that. Let's just get all the ammo that we could ever need. We do have some of these. I'm just going to pop it just in case. Okay, so it's stuff that we're already maxed out on. That's fine. But I know that's one that Scout of Hades has some use for. And that's one I thought was for upgrades, but I also feel like I had like 8 of them on my ship at one point and never used them, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Wire would be okay. All I want is a switchboard, and I know we need this for more upgrades. You know what? Drop the half powder. It's fine. We've got 2 stacks of powder. I think it's worth it. That one, I think you need like, no shit, like 6 or 8 of them for some upgrades after you get the initial ones. So we'll definitely want to try and get a stockpile of those going. Okay, this one's clear and rotten skin. Okay, at this point, I think it's okay to extract. I'm tempted to go over here, but you know what? We've already seen, even if you're not being greedy, sometimes the game can just screw you, so let's just go. No need to tempt fate when we have a full stack of buckshot. That was someone in there. Nice that the game actually stopped me that time. Actually, go ahead and sneak a reload in. Go up to walk. Okay, that's 9 mil, unfortunately. Go over here. Okay, nice clip, dingus. Twice? 2 in here, huh? Okay. You know what? Sprint. Double shotty on you. 3 of you in here. Big gulps, huh? Oh, damn it. Okay, that works. I think we're fine. Try and reload some more buckshot in here so we can hopefully get... Okay, not a full stack, but we did make up most of the difference. Oh, there we go. 2 water containers. That's huge. I was really hoping we'd find another one, but I didn't want to say it out loud. We got pretty lucky with that. Okay, that's a pretty decent little... Did I check this? Yeah, I did. Okay. Not the cleanest mission, but we got it done. Employees of RealWare have already digitally signed a declaration of sale of the asset to Sunlight Coven. We elegantly handled the acquisition deal. The customer was satisfied, and the reward has already been transferred to the Magnum. Hooray. So they get the post and some power. RealWare hates us as a result. Shocking to no one. A bunch of melee repair kits. Thank you so much. Mercenary ship we already have. Yikes. At least we got a stack of buckshot out of the deal, and I think this is an upgraded version of that pistol, so maybe it's okay. Yeah, this one, I think they usually hold 6. This one holds 8. One of those robots that literally just stood there and died, which, I mean, you know what? At least it ate the shot and not me. Some noodles, water, and an antidote. So not the greatest deal for us, but at least we didn't die this time. Do a little bit of a rubber repair on the Jeff hammer just to be safe. And you can see we're already low on splints. This is why you want to be constantly crafting medical supplies. And I feel like splints in particular, at least early game, you're constantly using those for self-healing those contusions. So we should probably do a couple stacks of those once we have a free moment. And I think to wrap up today, we're gonna actually head back to the moon to, well, one, make some time to do some crafting. We'll do whatever the shortest one is. 2212, that'll work. To Fuller, that'll give us some time to do plenty of crafting and do a little bit of organization up here. We did quite a bit of crafting there, and I did disassemble those water containers, and we ended up getting, I think, 6 water out of it, so I did re-up on our hydrogels. Made a few stacks of buckshot, so we should be fine there for the moment. Re-upped our bandages, splints, and I did also make a couple backup mag vests, since those only cost 2 rags per, and we still have plenty of powder. Then on Fuller, we might need to go over to the moon. Civil Resistance has a few missions. We might want to get back in their good graces. Those missions are actually pretty damn tough, though, it looks like. What else do we have? Beyond main espionage against Sunlight Coven might be okay. You can see here we do have literally 1 credit with Sunlight Coven, so I'm probably actually going to do a mission against them, so we'll probably end up getting a trade break with them. It's going to be for these guys who actually don't like us, but we do kind of want to try and bounce up the favor with everyone until we figure out exactly who we want to work for. So how about we wrap up by doing a little bit more conquest? It's actually going to take 3 days to get over there, so we'll do a little bit more crafting before we get there. And it does look like for ammo, we can make 42, 12 gauge, and 9 mil. So yeah, we can't make it 797 yet, unfortunately. You unlock that once you have the weapon that requires it, but I don't think we'll be getting lucky anytime soon with the way things have been going. I think even just to be safe, I am going to do an extra stack of splints, since that's the one we almost always rinse through. Here we go. 890 power concentration, 2 floors. Shouldn't be that big a deal until the pirates come in and screw everything up. So get back out there, Francis. And yeah, we have 1 entire row of shotgun shells now, so I think we're looking okay on that front. We're even doing okay on the slugs, but we do need to try and extract some more of those, I think, just to be safe. And it's gonna be an actual space station, so the layout's gonna be a little bit different. I think this one I could be huffing on copium right now. I feel like this is one that tends to have stuff like switchboards and the like. Actually, you know what? Plastic and armor plates right away for free. That's a good sign. You know what? Let's be optimistic for once. This is going to go great. We're going to get switchboards. We're going to start doing upgrades. It's going to be the best. Also, how many people do we need to kill? 9. And you know what? No pirates yet. That doesn't mean they can't show up, because they will occasionally just do one level. They do tend to do multiple or all the levels when they do show up, but I have seen where you start off without them and then they do show up on the next floor. So don't assume that we're safe quite yet. Hello. Jeff Hammer right away. Go ahead, peek out here. We'll just do some corner peeking to start off, since they have some dangerous ass shotguns. We'll push. So far, so good. Sneak a reload in since we need to get this ammo. And if we just go 2 stacks of buckshot, I think we'll be fine. I think these guys tend to have okay armor, nothing too crazy. Antibiotics and ooh. Okay, you know what? You're actually trying to give me some decent stuff right away. That is good, but also concerning, because that means they're gonna have good stuff as well as me. Okay, do a little bit of a peek here. Come on, switchboard. We got it. Okay. I need to be smart about this. It's fine. The mission's not over yet. We can't extract. I would genuinely extract with this if I could at this point, just with how things went. But for now, let's just go ahead, eat up what we can, grab the cable. If we could get some more switchboards, that would be amazing. Go ahead, eat that out of the trash. Delicious. Let's just assume it was still in the wrapper. Okay, 1 here, 1 to the left. 3 to the left. Another switchboard. That's huge. We'll get to that if I don't mess this up. Okay. How quickly can they get in here? They have to go all the way around here. So even if they have shotguns, it's going to be pretty long range. I think we try and clear this room first. What do you guys have? Starlocks. Yeah, these guys love their shotguns and laser pistol. Okay. You know what? Let's do... this is risky, because that laser pistol, I think, has some pretty decent range. It's not the best, but it's better than a kick in the teeth. And do it. Okay, good miss. 1, 2, 3 here. I think I saw a person here. I thought I saw movement, so there's probably 4 in here. Okay, we'll do boom, boom, back off. Okay. You're going to cover. That's fine. Boom, boom. Yeah, there we go. 4. And you have an SMG. Back off. Keep an eye down here, and any door movement, assume it's behind us. And we got one of them with bleed out. Good. I'm gonna stay in place and do 2 shots.
You will die within a few hours.
There was a 5th. That's fine. Rip a shot at you. Rip another shot at you. Okay, this guy's gonna be pushing. I think that was the SMG guy, if I'm not mistaken. Go for a reload from the backup slot. Go to sprint mode. Fall back. This isn't a race, it's a marathon. Hey, speaking of, guess who's here? I'm going to... Okay, you're gonna have to open that. I think we go down to 2. We take cover here, and then we push out here and try and take these guys. Or we're gonna need to fight from over here. We'll have to see. Okay, we got line of sight. Rogue AR would also be very nice to extract. That's a 7.97 assault rifle. That's really good for starting game. Get to cover. You open that. There's 2 of you. You have a Starlock as well. Go sprint mode. Fire move. Okay, that's fine. We eat those. Self-healing. You're here. You've got at least 2 more, I think. I don't remember how many there were. I'm gonna assume there were at least 3, probably more. And ooh, I think get a little bit further away. You have a shotgun, right? Yeah, get further away. That's fine that you missed. Someone's gonna be coming around this corner soonish. Get closer to you. Rip shot. Wait, we have 4. Okay, you know what? Another reload. That's going to be that door reopening, I think. It looks open right now, but that's because that's the last state we saw it in, so it probably closed and then reopened. So sneak 1 sprint round to reload that. I don't see anyone right away. I'm actually going to go stealth check. Okay, 1 here. I don't see anyone down here, but we've seen that stealth isn't always reliable. Case in point, just wait it out in stealth, I think. Actually, do we want to sneak a snack in? Yeah, let's eat these noodles. I might eat that rocket pop too at some point. Okay, a knife, I can work with that. And you're gonna be very slow, aren't you? Yes. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna let you get closer in that case. And this door did close. We got lucky and didn't kill anyone in there. And what about you? Oh, you both have knives. Perfect. All right, well, you're both getting blasted. 1 more. Also, I think it's safe to assume, yeah, floor's clear as far as the objective goes. Another very slow, and you have backup.
Stay calm, please.
And 2 movement with a shoddy. Kill you. 1 more coming up. Go ahead, wait it out.
Hands up now.
2 more. Rip 2 shots at you. Rip 2 shots at you. Reload with the full magazine stack. And stealth check. I think they really wanted to defend their switchboards. Hey, another rocket pop. Okay, maybe we won't extract with that. Or eat it, rather. We'll try to extract with it. That's the one I was wanting to say. And we're actually getting some more extreme balloon. Okay, that could be useful. Grab the AR, even though it's not technically a backup weapon. Go ahead and stack that. And I did not have in my notes that these guys use ARs, so I did actually just go ahead and update that real quick with the correct damage type, piercing. So yeah, that's something that's a good habit to get into. I do it a lot in my free time specifically. You know what? We are going to go for some buckshot in the backpack for now. I did want to get the, Scheisse. You know what? A laser handgun's nice, but it's also the basic one, so we won't worry about that. I was going to try and extract that, but then the AR came up, so I think we're fine. Also, dismantling that kind of stuff is very good because you tend to get circuit boards, lamps, all sorts of high-tech stuff, if you can believe it, for a laser weapon. But these guys love their shotguns, so it's good to work for them, but it's also good to fight them because as long as you can maintain your range, get the timing right, you could get some really good stuff out of them. Okay, there's that. Go ahead and reload the AR. Research dump disk. Ooh, that might be worth trying to get out of here. Actually, yeah, go ahead and go back to this. We'll move stuff around for some tactical reloads on the assault rifle if we find more ammo. Might have to just like sit in place for a few turns to make that kind of stuff work, but it's fine. We're not on a timer for this mission, so we are good to do whatever we have to. I should probably try and get powder out of here though, huh? Yeah, I think once again, sorry, long blades. That, and we did literally get, I think, 3 knife maker kits as a reward for the last mission, or 2 missions ago, I can't remember. Ooh, there we go. This is why you don't disassemble right away like an idiot. Gladiator, mag vest. Not only does it do -2 reload duration, which is amazing. Never mind, I thought this was the one that gave you 3 vest slots. It says 2 right there, you fucking idiot. Learn to read. Still very good though, -2 AP. We do lose 4 cold resist on that, but also it has an extra 30 max HP. -2 AP when we're working with weapons that take 5 and 4 AP to reload. That's amazing. So we're definitely keeping that. Ooh, a weapon case. Hello. I was about to say there's not much in here that everyone was in this room. I guess we'll drop the, cable or armor plate. I think we'll drop the cable. Yeah, there isn't actually much in the room itself, it looks like, but these guys actually had some pretty damn solid loot on them. I guess I should probably go check the other side. Yeah, let's go check the other side. Elevator might be through this door right here, but I am curious to see if there's anything interesting over this way. More of the level, if you can believe it. Let's see, definitely grab something to eat on the way by. Just a nice little torture chamber, nothing too crazy. Check this little side room. Hello, servers and elevator. More switchboard. We can extract if we get the rookie, and the rookie, I believe, is it this one? No, this is Gladiator. This is the one I'm about 80% sure gives you 3 vest slots. I think what we'll do, drop the armor plate, drop the 2 springs for the video game, because I think we need that for some upgrades. I'm extracting 100%. Do I check up here? That's just a torture chamber. Screw it. Just don't get greedy. We have so many good things right now. Don't throw that away. Like, we're getting out of here with, I think, literally an extra stack of ammo. Is how good this has gone. I don't think there was anything spent here. It was purely net gain. Don't be greedy or dumb about this. Make sure I hit extract. Yes, we did. Valuable item. Yeah, we're leaving. The good thing about that is that we can just come back for round 2, which might mean more switchboards and more things that we actually need. Okay, that is huge. Unlock the chip immediately. Do not open the weapon case. Switchboards go straight on the ship. Throw everything over here that we can. I think, yeah, throw the rockets over here. Just be safe because again, I'm pretty sure those are useful for something, but I could be making that up. Throw that rogue AR in the hold. Throw the extra ammo in here. Now we finished the mission, and now, finally, well, 2 things, because we got that weapon case too. Navigation upgrade. This is one of the most important upgrades to get. When activated, creates an additional random mission in the system. So you know how we've been in systems like, oh no, there's literally nothing to do here. Every 30 hours, we can just pop this and randomly generate a mission. This cuts down so much downtime. This makes sure that you can pretty consistently make sure that you have something to do at all times. It's amazing. And even more importantly, once you get down the tree, 1, you can make it do faster, more charges. You can increase your reward points and your reputation gain too. Because we've been stockpiling so much stuff, let's go ahead and unlock that. We can't unlock this one. We need specialist rosters, which I don't believe I've seen one of yet, but 2 more switchboards for this. So now we can do it every 28 hours. And over here, because of those data discs, we get an extra 3 reputation per mission. And this one also needs specialist rosters. So now we need a bunch of these. That's fine. But we also saw over here in engineering, this one allows modification of weapon parameters for item chips, which unfortunately I don't think we can make any good weapons yet, so we're not going to be making use of this for a while. But eventually when you can make your own weapons, you can customize them as you see fit, which would be great. We do need a lot more weapon cases for upgrades, and over here, military spare parts. We already found one, we need one more, but this is going to use gunsmith kits. So we're going to need to start making our own repair kits, not only to repair our weapons, but also for upgrades. But I think that's also a good part to call for here, ladies and gentlemen. A pretty rough start, if we're being honest. I do promise the sniper can be good. We just got very unlucky, and, you know, that's part of Quasimorph, dude. The game is very nice to you until it feels like saying fuck you, and that's part of the charm of it, honestly. You're going to lose a mission eventually. You're going to lose a mission. It's absolutely a thing that's going to happen. It's a matter of when, not if. However, fortunately, because we came over here, we finally have our upgrades underway, and more importantly, we got probably the most important upgrade. You know what? I'm gonna actually show that off. Monitoring. Found a mission for SBN. So now over here, we have an SBN versus Church of Revelation mission. That's possibly the most important upgrade to get out of the gate in this game. It is so good. It's gonna be constantly generating missions for you, basically, which not only gives you missions in this game, this stuff's always constantly happening in the background. So this is also gonna make sure that these guys are constantly fighting each other and changing the situation, which means more opportunities for us. And next time, we're probably gonna go straight back in there and try and finish this mission, because we do want to try and get on front comp side. I think they have some decent gear. But as we've seen, if you fight somebody that has good gear, like a bunch of shotguns, when we're primarily using our shotgun wielder, we're just basically going to be walking around for free and getting so much loot. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to it. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.